Alright, so I'm going to do a quick tour. A little bit on the outside, a little bit on the inside to show you what's going on. Right now it is 92 degrees, very humid outside. And in the dome, it is a toasty 96 plus degrees, 96.2. I've got a lot of really neat stuff going on outside. Some perennials that are popped up nice, mixed in with my manigavi that I love in the sun and humidity and the heat. Tucked in, I do have some peppers. I ended up having to water real quick because they were really not liking so much heat. I've got a lot of weeds still mixed in here, but not too bad. It could be worse. This variety of hibiscus is doing really well. It's not being affected by the heat. I've got some different varieties that are really kind of wilting a bit at the top because they don't like the stress. I'm very sure that's what it is. We had a lot of rain, nice temperatures, and we went straight into hot summer. I've got a hydrangea in here, and these are some of my first to bloom daylilies. I just want to pick these off. I usually am better about keeping up with this, but I feel so behind this year. I don't know. I guess I've been lazy. I don't know what I've been doing. I've been tinkering with seeds and stuff and trying to keep up with weeding in the other gardens, but it still looks pretty. The quince, this is a quince shrub. I'm going to try to keep it pruned back so it doesn't get too large back here by the dome. But it helps if you get in there, I think, especially for picture sakes. And you take these dead daylily blooms off. The hybridizers, people who take those and they make new daylilies, the ones I witnessed, they kind of keep them. And I'm not sure. I never really got into that. I just like growing them because they multiply at the base by the root. They're taking these and they're cultivating and making new varieties and so on. But I'm not to that stage yet. Maybe someday, maybe not. Who knows? This is a huge mess. I've got some of that prickly pear in here. This one came up. This came up from last year. Spent the winter out here. This one. These I had sitting by the door. I limit touching these. I do not like the prickers that get in your fingers from these. It's horrible. Daylilies. I need to get back in here. Maybe tonight I'll get in here and do some weeding. You really want to get down at the base and get the root system out of those. But I've got some daisies coming up. Here's some of the bulbs that I put in. And this needs pruned. Just kind of cut these back and new will come back and new growth will be encouraged. But this kind of, look what happened. The old blooms kind of just fell forward and new's popping up. New growth is coming through anyways. So that's kind of cool. Technically, you don't need to prune those, I guess, huh? So really, if you stand back, it looks kind of neat. I mean, it's just kind of like a wildflower garden. I've had a lot of monarch up by my house where I have the milkweed planted and coming up. It comes up every year. This is going to be a pretty hibiscus, and the daylilies will be blooming. So stay tuned. Lots of weeds over here. Oh, this is a pretty one. Look at that one. It's doing really well. This one's actually doubled. I really need to get in there and clean it up. Here's a wild garlic onion. This has come up the last few years. Volunteer, I don't know. I don't know if you can eat it or not. I feel like it keeps the deer out of my daylilies because, knock on wood, we've got plenty of deer back here. Deer family and everything. And dozens pass through. And I've never had a problem with my daylilies. But now since I mention it, I'll probably get deer. You know, I haven't really done a quick check-in here to see if there's any monarch eggs. But I know the ones my butterfly weed that I've got up by the house has little eggs on it, and I'll have to do another video. And I've had fun out my kitchen window watching the butterfly land on it. Oh, there goes something there. Oh wait, no, I think that was a dragonfly. I have so much sweat coming off me right now. It's horrible. All right, so coneflower coming. I really need to get in here and weed. I don't like to weed. Don't weed during the hot point of the day. Not only just because you could have heat stroke yourself, but also because if you're feeling heat and you're feeling stress, the plants feel it too. It's hot, you know? So just think of it that way. I really do believe that. How pretty is that though? I love the bloom on this one. I think it's important to have the milkweed around other host plants. I think they're called like the coneflower. This is phlox. That is a dragonfly zooming around. That's cool. They eat mosquitoes and stuff. Oh, what a mess. I have to try to dig this up tonight. There is a walnut tree growing. This needs to come out because it's blocking my airflow. But I've got it's doing a nice job of shading one of my daylilies down there. Oh, how embarrassing. I can't believe I'm showing you this mess. But just to give you an idea of how lazy I am. Just kidding. I'm not lazy. I just haven't been back here. And everything's fine. Technically, a lot of the weeds that are on these plants are actually shading it and keeping it, you know, safe from if animals did come to eat it, I think. Because I've never had a problem. The iris just keeps multiplying. The iris keeps multiplying. This is all junk in there. I need to clean that out. But there's other weeds you want to watch for that will actually crowd out the plant and could kill it potentially, of course, because it crowds it out. I like this one. This is, I forget what this daisy's called. It's a pretty one. It doesn't bloom that long though, so the shades come in. I have another hydrangea back there just to see what it would do back here, and it's doing fine. Oh, this is rough in here. Pretty blue speedwell. I've got phlox in here. Kinds of goodies. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go inside the dome. Right outside the door here, I do just have a bunch of stuff sitting out because it was getting overheated. This one, I just wanted to see how it would do outside. This is a pepper plant, believe it or not. It's a little tiny, hot pepper plant. That's my pepper tree, I call it. And this one spent the winter in the dome, and the leaves never really dropped off of it completely. I had to prune one of them back a bit, like this one. But other than that, it's pretty cool. And look, it's got buds on it already. Babies are coming. This pepper, it's hot. It's a good one. It's got okay flavor, but it's a real pretty tree. All right. There's my lemongrass I set out here. Rosemary. A couple more peppers. This one's really, it's getting too floppy. So I probably will move this one up by the house or something. It doesn't seem to like it here. I set it down in here. I used to do that in the past, but I ended up planting lavender in here. Actually, you know what? I could make a nice little spot in here to set this bag with the pepper. It will like that. And also we'll have something to kind of let it grow up on and shade it a bit. And I guarantee if I show a video tomorrow, it will probably be perking up a little better here. And you know what? I'm gonna pick this because these are yummy. These are my jalapenos. These are so good. I'm gonna just go ahead and harvest. Look at it, a little scrawny plant. And I've got 1, 2, 3. Well, that one got scorched or something. It's been extreme, but I've got other ones that are growing. This was kind of my leftovers that I hate to throw anything in the compost pile. So that's how I end up with all this stuff. But still, look, I have 3 peppers. All right, so we'll let this lavender just kind of trace over it. This is a basil, a free seed I got from Rare Seed. I think it's called like blue spice or something. It smells amazing though. It's supposed to taste vanilla-y. It doesn't taste like vanilla to me. It's just a cool plant. It's pretty. Now see, these guys are getting a little more shade from this ground cover, this succulent growing over it, and it's doing a little better than that one was. So anyways, all right, let's go inside. It's kind of shading up a little bit out here, which means it'll be a little cooler in there. Not. All right, here we go. We're going in. Ooh, it's hot. There's the chair I never sit in. Everybody always asks me, why do you not have a place to sit in the dome? Well, because I'm busy doing other fun stuff on my feet, which is good. All right, so here it is. Whew, it's a sauna. It is a sauna. And it is a jungle in here. It feels like Florida. It really does. I've got fig. And there's a lot of things I need to move out, like these tomato plants. I had a few people who wanted tomato plants from me, and then they never came and got them. So I'm like, okay. I hate to throw them out, but they're starting to get really too hot. So there they are. I've moved things around. That's what you're going to want to do to keep them shaded. There's cool zones in here, believe it or not. Actually, from where my head's located, 5 feet up, 5.5 feet up, if I get down even just to 3 feet, the temperatures probably drop 10 to 15 degrees, if not more. So you keep that in mind. I recently just, like a half an hour ago, moved this begonia. I had it propped up on this tall container. And I went ahead and set it flat to the ground where it's going to be a lot cooler down there and it's not going to get stressed from too much heat, because things like that do not like the heat so much. This actually, geranium's getting a nice shade from the goji berry. So that's cool. I'm going to end up spending some time out here soon because I've got quite a few. Look at this one. This one's gorgeous. I'm so excited. I love succulents. I have so much. See what I do? I start them from my cuttings and they end up like this and grow little babies just because it's fun. I love doing that. I've got quite a few of this variety. They usually come off of the baby, the mama, and there's seeds that come off this too. But how pretty is that? Keep your eye open. You might see Mr. Snake. I've got a new Mr. Snake. Well, he's not new. He's not the original Mr. Snake, but it's a snake I put in here last year. And he's been doing a good job keeping bugs under control. Him, and I've got praying mantises in here. There's just random few. They don't bug me, but I know they're doing their job because everything's looking good. Even my citrus I had in here last minute that would normally get aphids all over it, it had nothing. No aphids. So very sure those critters are, those bugs are doing their job and eating them. This is my tea tree. I need to prune this. I really need to prune this. Pops into the inside plastic that comes down in the fall. Yeah, that's pretty bad, isn't it? Looks bad, but whew. This is Manigavi. Lots of my Manigavi. These are my babies. I have like a whole Manigavi conservatory in here. All right, so quite a few of these peppers actually were wintered over in here, and they're doing great. I've harvested a few off of this. This one's like a long red one, like a cayenne pepper. I got the tags down in there, but I don't want to mess with them because, like I said, once again, if you're hot, the plants are hot. It's best not to mess with them too much, you know, just let them be. This I'm experimenting with just to see how big it will get in here, and it loves the heat. Just one of those mandevilla. I don't think this is a climber, but he's kind of shading the soil of these peppers behind it. Oh, look at that. Another pepper. There we go. Yes, just jalapenos, but man, these babies are hot and they're good this time of year. All right, and these are, what is this? No, that is not the right tag. That is the wrong tag in that, because these are yellow jalapeno, I believe. And this is a olive tree. Which, by the way, check this out, guys. I've got olives this year. I think it's because this is what I did. They were up on that shelf most of the spring, which it was like 70, 80 degrees up there while it was 20 degrees outside. And so it had its time to bloom and produce. And look at it. So cool. I'm gonna have to research a little to see when's the right time to pull some of these off, just to see. There's not that many. There's maybe, I think I counted 7 or 8 of them, but still, how fun is that? My olive tree is planted in this, I don't know, 16 by 12 maybe container. And there it is. Whew, toasty, toasty, toasty. All right, we're just gonna walk over and see the fish, and then I'm gonna head out of here before I pass out. Actually, it's a little cooler. I got an umbrella in here when you're under this. Whew, not too bad, but still. Ugh. We got peppers, more peppers in the shade. And, oh, this is my cup and saucer. I need to get in a container and a trellis. Too many, I'm doing too many things, and that's how I kind of, it'll be fine. I'll just put it on my list. I'm going to get to it. But everything's doing great. I need to cut that rose back a little bit, as you can see. And let's zoom in a bit. Got it. Succulents galore. If you spy Mr. Snaky, you gotta let me know, because last time he was on one of these and I didn't see it until I went to edit the video. I was like, look at that little stinker. All right, this is a cool plant. I'm gonna have to put the name of this one at the bottom of the video here. I have it growing in a container. My neighbor gave me a cutting of a plant that's been in her family literally like 80 years. And it wasn't until this spring I finally put it out here. I was actually nervous to put it out here because I didn't want to lose it. But look at it. It loves it. It's got new growth coming on. Looks happy. And like I said, I'll put the name right in the bottom of the video here or in the description as well. I want to get this video up to show you what it's like in the dome this time of year. I know it's super hot, but I tell you, I love working in my cactuses. This is just so fun. It's like my own little conservatory with all my favorite little things. I've got a few cactus that are really, ugh, that one needs pulled out. He's not doing well. This is a crazy one. I don't even know the name of it. It was like this big when I put it in here about 5 years ago. It loves it in the dome. Look at that. I can actually break some pieces off and start new on that one. The last time I was in here, one of the praying mantis were on that, which is good. I was hoping he's staying clear of that snake because the snake will eat it. There's a few of my goodies down below here. I've got my water garden going. I actually saw some bigger buckets like this that I'm going to go ahead and invest in to give these more room to sit in here for the summer. Because look, isn't this awesome? I just bought this plant like a month ago with that from a lady on Etsy. And I just love the bloom. Isn't it pretty? It's a water hyacinth. Just grown in a 5-gallon bucket. And I put I bought water lettuce again. And it's doing really well, this water. Now these look a little rough. These were from my last year crop. So I probably should fertilize them or throw some goldfish in here or something. Get some fish poop going. But that's what's going on there. This is actually a container that I sat down in the bucket. And the bottom is that water lily I bought this year. And I put some water lettuce in there. My water lettuce is already pretty much almost doubled since I bought it a month ago. As the heat kicks in and I keep watching it, it will triple, if not more. I just love that plant. I have so much fun growing that stuff. But like I said, I want to get bigger buckets. Anyhow, I've got lots of spider plant. This is one of my favorites. Oh, look at this one. These are pretty. Little Jenny, I think it's called, or something. It's a curly, shorter variety than the other ones I put outside. But look at all. And this guy, it bloomed. And I left the blooms be, and it looks like some new brackets are coming off that are new leaves. So that's cool. I've got so much work to do. I keep meaning to repot this. Summer's not over yet. It's just begun, right? This year is just flying though, guys. I tell you, get out and enjoy yourself. It's going too quick. Hey, fish. These guys are happy. Swimming around. I just fed them a little bit ago. How you doing? You look happy. You're not hungry, because usually when they're hungry, they come right up and talk to me. I already fed them today, so it's all good. So there's a little bit of what's going on in here. It's like my dome conservatory. I might put the camera around just so you can see. I am super sweaty. It's kind of embarrassing, just trust me. It's hot. It is hot. My shirt is loaded with sweat. It's gonna be like a 2 to 3 day shirt day, I know it, but it's worth it coming out here. I love showing you what's going on in here. All right. Oh, it's bad. I am sweating really bad, as you can see. It's a sauna. It's a sauna in here. Hey, thanks so much for checking out my video today. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're watching this on YouTube. You can find out more about me, my dome, and other creative living ideas that I love sharing with you guys from my garden here in Ohio. You can find me at brenhaas.com. Pop me some questions over there. Show me some love. See ya. Look at you right there. You see him? That is a praying mantis inside the dome. He's getting any fresh air here, probably. We're catching the bugs that come up to the screen. You're doing a good job, bud. Safe from the snake up there, too, actually.
Don't forget to subscribe, show some love by liking Bren's video and hit the notification button for future updates.